I'm live. I'm cold and I'm live. Guys, howdy doody. Welcome. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Might be some copyright infringement there somewhere, I think. So, yeah, guys. Friday night, I'm organizing, semi-organizing my coats. Because there's one there I must get rid of. Because I have coats all over the place. Coats all over the place and another one on the way. So, that is the crack. How's everybody doing out there? How is all one person who's watching? Who's out there? Say hello. Say hello, say hello, say hello. Guys, this is going to be the schedule from now on. It's going to be Friday night at 9 o'clock. I think is the simplest way to do it. Sort of suits me best. I don't know how it works for you guys in the States, but that's the only thing. Does this time suit you guys? Probably the best time to suit you would be like 6 or sorry, Ripper would be like in the AM for me, wouldn't it? Like you're talking like 3 in the morning or something like that would probably be the best to suit you guys. But well, who's out there? Guys, I got 3 people on and I got nobody commenting or giving thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up. Let's get these comments rolling. Let's have the crack. Christmas is over. Time to knuckle down. Time to get the head ready for the whole year that's going to come. So, English Woods, man. Your steak looked lovely, man. Grumpy Toe, how's it going? Guys, we have started our new year here with a lockdown. Schools are closed, everything. It's like, here we go again. Gareth, how's it going? One of my Celtic cousins. What's the crack? Guys, so... guys, sorry, I was eating a mint. I didn't expect... You know, these live feeds are hard, or not hard. They're strange, you know, you don't expect people. Yeah, I know, just work, lockdown. Stephen, how's it going? Roddy, guys, thanks. My brother got that at one of the internationals, probably the Six Nations last year. Yes, so we have been shut down. We have been locked down. Kids have they have decided, and I think this is the wise thing to do, guys. And so what they're doing now is the kids are out of school, right? So, so what that means, guys, is that my time is going to be taken up with homeschooling, unless Siobhan is working from home. So, guys. There's going to be a lot of family stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm saying. Got a whole load of Bushcraft stuff coming out for you guys, pretty much every second day. So I have my camp finished. Don't know if you guys have seen my camp videos, building that winter camp. Well, guys, it is. I finished that today. Homeschooling is good. Guys, I'm going to homeschool the kids in the woods this year. I'm going to take them down the woods, and I'm going to do a series of homeschooling videos based around bushcraft and red branch bushcraft. Okay, so it's going to be like I'm probably going to limit it to 10. I know that's 5, but I did it twice, so I'm going to limit it to 10, maybe less, guys. And quite exciting. I'm going to get a director to come in and direct it and do it all properly. My cousin is a director. She's going to come down and she's going to direct some of them and see how cool we can get them looking. So I'm trying to adjust you guys a little bit. So that's the plan. We'll see if that works. If not, I'm just going to go down to the woods and I'm going to shoot the videos anyway. So that's pretty much it. How are all you guys out there? Christmas, New Year's? Yeah, I think, guys, I think it's an opportunity for me. It's an opportunity for me to get the kids out and sort of kickstart their love affair with the outdoors. I know it's already kick-started and stuff, but you know, out there every day, guys, we're being sent work from the school and stuff that has to be completed, so that's going to be a bit of a balls as well. So so what that means is that they have set work to do every day, and it needs to be uploaded to the school website every day, so, or the school whatever page to do it on. So anyway, yes, that is the crack, guys. Here, listen, good man, Roddy. Guys, 500,000 views on YouTube. What about that for mentalness? What about that? How does that even work? I'm as surprised as you guys. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just playing with that light there. There's a light. I have my light source behind us. Guys, it was a nice thing to come across, I have to say. I wasn't really looking into it too much, or I wasn't really worried about it too much. So it just, you know, it wasn't ever something I was thinking about. Cheers, Grumpy. I just got this notification on my phone. You know, congratulations, you have passed 500,000 views. And I was like, holy crap. You want the wild camp, but you can't? Why not? I'm going camping tomorrow night. I'm going camping tomorrow night. I'm going out to the woods all day tomorrow. And after watching your video, Woodsman, I got myself a peppered steak today. I'm going to take some potatoes with me. I'm going to bake my potatoes in the fire. I'm going to cook a peppered steak. And it's going to be -4 tomorrow night. I'm an idiot. -4, guys. It's going to be -10 here tonight. Mental coldness. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to have my Defense 4 sleeping bag. I'm going to have the summer bags tied into it. I'm going to have wool blankets with me. I'm going to get into I'm going to bring my big canvas adventure roll with me, you know. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to sleep outside in my camp that I have, in my winter camp that I've been building. Put my fire pit in today. Got to set up some rocks for a hot plate to cook my steak over. Lily, you're going to need a seat. Everybody say hello to Lily.
I'm not staying up.
Why not? Lily just came up because she wants you to see her hair. She cut her hair. No, Roddy, I'm not going to use a bivy bag. I have a Winchester canvas bedroll, a real heavy duty thing. I'm going to use it instead. Just because I'm going to Red Branch, so I don't have to walk. I only have to walk a couple of 100 yards, maybe 500 yards. Whereas if I was going up to Goat Camp, you know, it's like a 3-mile hike in, you know, so I'll be using my bivy bag then. Guys, I'm going to have a thermarest. I'm going to have a 4-season foam mat underneath that. So I am...
Oh yeah, you're going camping.
You're going camping, yeah. And a long fire as well. So I'm really not... I'm not taking any chances.
Someone left.
Who left?
7.
Who was it? Go down. So what happened there? So, well, Mark, how's it going? Oh, nice. How does cherry burn? Cherry is something that we don't get a lot of here. I have about 100 cherry trees planted at Red Branch, but they're only like rule of thumb, you know. You know what I mean? So do you know what rule of thumb means?
They're the size of your thumb.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to beat your wife with a stick that is thicker than your thumb. That's what rule of thumb means. Yeah?
Okay.
That's true. It used to be law. It used to be low. Is it? I would. Ash is cash, but cherry is king. Oh, I don't know. I do like the ash. It is the ash that warms the king. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that? So I'm going to take this off. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that the rhyme? Do you know? Here's one for you. Speaking of rule of thumb, the saying "windfall." Do you know where that comes from? It's another firewood. All the oak trees in Britain, in Great Britain, are the property of the Queen. And it was illegal to cut them down because they were used in the building of the ships. But if one blew over in your land, you were entitled to cut it up and burn it for wood. And that is where the term windfall comes from. Steve-o! Steve-o, what's the crack? You made it. Is this your first live stream? It's Steve's first live stream, everybody. Say hello to Steve-o. -7 for use tomorrow night. Jesus. It's going to be that here tonight. Where are you, Woodsman? Whereabouts are you? Are you Yorkshire, right in that area, is it? Yay! You could put that another way, Roddy. Yeah, I'm like a head full of useless information. Useless information. Some but useful. So yes, a -2 for us. I think, yeah, guys, it's cold. It's cold, but apparently it's all changing on Sunday. We're going to get up to like 13, 14 degrees next week, and they're talking about southern atmospheric warming. For those of you who are in the know, and that has a habit of sending Arctic air towards the UK, towards the British Isles. So that's where the beast from the east and all came in. That was southern stratospheric warming. Guys, when you work as an outdoor instructor, you spend a lot of time looking at the weather. Believe it or not. You know, you're always trying to figure out if it's okay to go on sessions and stuff, especially when you own your own business. I spend a lot of time looking at weather, seeing if I should open up or run a session on a day around winter and stuff. Somewhere I go, you know, it doesn't matter unless it's really windy. But in the winter, I gotta look at anything 4 degrees temperature wise. I won't go, or under, because there's always a wind chill factor in there. And there's always like, and if there's any sort of weather warning, I cancel. A lot of the times, nothing has. I find it's not worth my while, to tell you the truth. And at the end of the day, when it comes to Red Branch and what I am trying to achieve at Red Branch, the idea is to promote children going outside and enjoying themselves. It's not to force them to go outside and get freezing cold and soaking wet and hate the instructor and hate their parents for making them go. Because, like, you know, I worked in outdoor centres and we were, you know, I think it's too risky to take the kids out today because the weather's too bad. You're not paid to take the kids outside, you know. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. So what about you guys here? What about the controversy yesterday with my video about the Garpethan gear? What do you think of that? I have to say the feedback has been very positive. Very, very positive. You know, so I'm not sponsored by them or anything, so I'm free to say whatever I want. I felt that I was going to wait for 6 months. Cheers, Steve. I was going to wait for 6 months and see then, but I just felt that I was getting so many questions about it, guys. And West Yorkshire. Okay. I was getting so many questions about it, guys, and I just thought people should know. I really just thought people should know. I had people come on and say to me, and Steve, you were one of them. who came on and said, sent me private messages and, and, oh, Wooly, what do you think about this? I'm thinking about getting one of these Garpeethan jackets. What do you reckon? And, I had to come back and say, listen, I don't recommend them. So at the end of the day, that is what it was all about. So if I had have recommended them, and I came back and it was crap, and they had all the same issues that I was having with the gear. So basically every item of clothing I got from them I had an issue with, so that's not great. That's not good at all, so I just felt that I needed to say something. Okay, I felt that you guys needed to know. It is like probably the most viewed video that I have ever released. It's got like 300 and something views in 24 hours, which for me is mental. What am I drinking tonight? Who can guess? Let's play the Friday night guess what Wooly's drinking. What do you guys think? Hopefully, and hopefully it'll force, sorry, yeah, but it's not normal H2O, Roddy. Guys, they knew it was coming. I have been in contact with these guys since day one, and I contacted them yesterday before I recorded the video, and I said I was about to record it, and I said, do you know, have these issues been resolved? And they basically said, we work in customer service, we don't really know. So I was like, when is your next shipment coming in? He says it's not going to be in until March. So I don't know about that either. So does that mean that they're going to be facing all these issues up until March? Were the issues resolved in the last order that came in after or before Christmas, So guys, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. And it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. It's disappointing for me because I spent 400 quid in their stuff. Thanks, Steve, for pointing that out because I'd forgotten about that bit. I had just wiped that from my memory. But what can you do, guys? Roddy, I felt like I had to be. I really did. And this is what I was thinking, right? So this was my thought process. Am I shooting myself in the foot at a potential clothing deal with these guys by telling the truth? Who am I responsible to in my YouTube journey and with my YouTube channel? And the answer to that is you. Okay. And that's what swung it for me, So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens. If it's for me, it won't pass me, and that is something I am a firm believer in. So whatever, if I do get a clothing deal from somebody, it'll happen when it happens, like so. But it needs to be the right stuff. That's it. I'm not going to take a clothing deal, and push this stuff just because somebody's giving me free clothes. I have to be able to be honest. So and if I believe in it, I will. Shout it from the rooftops, like I was a Ridgeline ambassador for a little while, very little while, but I still will be online arguing with people about, people will say, oh, somebody will say, do you recommend, Doug, how's it going, man? People will say, do you recommend this jacket? And I'll say, yes, this Ridgeline make blah, 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 and that is a good jacket. And somebody say, oh, Ridgeline makes you sweat. Oh, and this is what I hear all the time. And I'll go, when was the last time you washed your jacket? What were you wearing underneath it? Guys, clothing making you sweat is to do with, there's so many different things. So, but anyway, oh, I was looking for that. So, yes, so, and that's the thing, they make good gear. They make really, really good gear, But, guys, a lot of the times you'll see me wearing this jumper. This is a really nice jumper. This regatta fleece jumper. It's really nice. It's really comfy and it's really warm. I have never, ever you know, considered being sponsored by Regatta or anything like that, you know, so and that's the crack about that. So what about you guys? Doug, what are you up there? What time is it there? Same as your raspberry vodka? What? Woodsman, you're going to have to explain that. Is that like you and the OEX stuff? I watched your video about the OEX stuff. I found that enlightening. And I also I liked your one about the comments as well. The comments is tough, guys. The comments is tough. Now, English Woodsman. You got to go already. You're only here, Steve. What are you talking about? Guys, English Woodsman has a really good channel, guys. If you want to check him out, I definitely recommend it. But he may... okay. Fair enough, Steve. Take your handy. I'll chat to you tomorrow. He will make you... How can... He knows how to eat. That's all I'm saying. The man... in the evening, I presume. Take it easy, Steve. The English Woodsman, yeah, so I was watching his video today and he was cooking steak with his daughter and I was like, right, I'm getting steak. I'm getting steak for my camp out tomorrow. So, yes. Guys, I'm drinking Aldi's finest sparkling water. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. Unfortunately, with the way things are going, guys, I'm not going to have a lot of chainsaw action. But then swings and roundabouts. That's the way Woody's world tends to go. Is I tend to have a whole glut of things happening for a while. Colin, how's it going? And then I sort of, you know, out of the blue, somebody could ring me and say, "Listen, Wooly, I need you to come and clear up a load of trees that blew down," or something like that, and then I'll have a load of chainsaw action. Funnily enough, somebody rang me yesterday and said, "Listen, Wooly, I'm interested in a red branch thing. I want you to come over and look at some woodland I have and maybe see about doing some work together." And that is a good point, Woodsman. That is a really, really good point. I won't repeat it. So if you saw it, you saw it. If you missed it, it's gone. So yes, I felt that I needed to be honest with you guys out there. Okay, you needed to know what you're getting yourself into. You know, if your bushcraft skills will be through the roof once you put this jacket on and you bought it, cost you 200 quid, and it came to your house and you went, "This piece of crap looks like it was made in China by a blind person. What are you talking about, Wally?" The first thing you would do is you would come on and you would give me a hard time for telling you lies, then you'd unsubscribe, and then you'd tell all your friends about it. Because everybody loves bad news, hey? So One Tigress, I have to say, One Tigress seems to be one of these divisive companies, you know. I watched the video. I watched the video you posted, Woodsman, about One Tigress. No, not about One Tigress, where you mentioned the guy with One Tigress, and I had watched his video previously, and I don't know anything about him. I'm not subscribed to his channel or anything. It just came up on my feed because I was sort of interested in this hot tenting. I sort of like the idea of this hot tenting as I get 7 days away from my 43rd birthday. I'm going to say 35 from now on. Does that sound better? When people ask me what age I am, I'm 35. I could pass for 35. So I do like the idea of this hot tenting, you know. So I was watching Vancouver Island. I was talking about Vancouver Island today. Do you know that? It seems to be a nice spot. That's where Buckin's from, isn't it? Isn't Buckin from Vancouver Island? Namino. I find that hard to pronounce. Namino. My next door neighbor is Canadian, right? She's married to an Irish guy, lives next door. And I was there one day and she knocked the door and she said, "Hey, I made some pie. Would you like some pie?" She's always making Canadian American type things. Like she made pumpkin pie and stuff. Give us pumpkin pie. Lily was here and she put the pumpkin pie sitting up on the counter. Bruno ate all of it, the whole lot. Right? We didn't even get to taste it. But she made me. She came in and she said, "Oh, I made you some Namino pie," and I was like, "Oh, are you from Namino?" And she was like, "No." It was delicious. It was delicious. I couldn't even tell you what was in it. That was maybe last year or the year before. But yes, where are we? Ethanol-free gas. No, is that unleaded? I don't know. You guys have different sayings for stuff than we do. Pie and coffee for breakfast. Nothing better than boiled eggs and toast for breakfast, man. And like 8 cups of coffee. So I roll. Sorry guys. Sorry about the buffering. I don't know what's going on there. Is it that the same for everybody or is it just Roddy? But anyway. Fuel made from corn? What? What is this craziness? No, we don't. Everything is everything. I'll be closer to the router. Maybe I'll go downstairs. Hang on, I see what the crack is. Hang on, I see. We're going for a walk. Let's go. It's okay, we're buffering. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Sorry, guys.
I'm in my pajamas, so.
Sorry, guys. No, the kids are downstairs watching TV and stuff. I can't go downstairs, so it's not gas. It is gas crack, guys. It's gas crack. It's petroleum-based products. Yes, guys. Sorry, we're stuck here. Sorry about the buffering, guys, but blame BT. Buckin's just down the road from you. Do you know him? Do you know him personally? He normally comes on for a couple of seconds in these. Saying that, he probably won't turn up tonight because I said that. But Buckin, if you're there, hello, guys. So what was I going to say? What were we talking about there? What were we talking about? What were we talking about? Who remembers? Woodsman, recommendations for a hot tent. What do you reckon, if you're still there? Oh, it's alcohol. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay, so it's like moonshine, like potching. No, we just have unleaded and diesel and kerosene. That's all we have here. That's all that we have for our saws, for our cars. You know, so that's all we use. You know, I just go up and pump regular unleaded into my can and mix it. You know, so I've only ever seen the. I couldn't get my head around it. I was down in Siobhan's dad's house. They live in the west of Ireland, and they had a beech tree come down in a beech branch come off a tree, come down in their garden, and I brought my saws down to cut it up, and there was no point. We drank it here too. There was no point buying a can or anything. So Siobhan's stepmother took me up to the local shop, and she went in and she bought a thing of mixed. I'm here, Roddy. I can't even remember the name of it. Can't remember the name of it, guys, but it was like a premix. Aspen she called it. Leonard, how's it going? Good morning to you. Good morning. It must be Saturday morning for you. Guys, it was called Aspen. I had never seen the likes of it in my life. A premix. You just pour it straight into the machine. Nah, I would mess that up somehow. Nice, Leonard. So you don't even see that very often. Do you know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10, guys, I see you guys in the States and all, and you are talking about using red armor stuff and all these different things that, you know, and people will only use fully synthetic 2-stroke oil, or, you know, like 9 times out of 10, guys, the saws here in Ireland are being run out of the cheapest 2-stroke mix you can buy. Petrol, you know, petrol in a can that's been lying there for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we don't treat our saws the same here, and we don't have the same Canada and stuff like that. I'm sure there are people out there that do, guys. John, Frankel, Poppy, how's it going? It's freezing. It snowed here 2 days ago, like a little skiff of snow, and all the snow is still here. So, nice. That's brilliant. So the thing is, I went into the saw shop to get something done, and I had the Igor with me, the 435, guys, and I took it in, and I was sitting there and I was chatting to your man, and this guy was in with his own chainsaw, and he said to me, you know your bar's on upside down. And I sort of looked at him. I went, yeah, well, I rotate the bar so that it wears evenly. And he sort of looked at me, you know. He looked at me, and he looked at me as if, you know, I was speaking a different language. And your man that owned the saw shop went, you know, nobody here knows that. I was like, what? You know, but I learned that off the internet, guys. I learned that off YouTube. So, you know, that's what we're talking about. You know, that's the sort of thing, you know. People buy Still or Husqvarna here because that's all they know. Actually, and it's mostly Still, you know. You don't get a lot of guys running Huskies. Maybe it's just me, guys. Maybe it's just the research I like to put into things, you know. So, but God knows, it's all madness, all madness. But yeah, it is hot tenting, but it's just another. Sorry, I saw your message. I saw your message, Woodsman, but I didn't reply to it. The One Tigris iron wall stove tent, and what do you reckon on this One Tigris stuff? The Polar Vortex. Southern atmospheric warming. And John, now tell me this now. What would you reckon on the standard of chainsaw education that there is in Ireland? You know, do you know what I mean? I just sometimes I'm baffled. I'm baffled at what people say to me, and I think to myself, why do you even own a chainsaw? You should not own a chainsaw. Guys, the most common thing I see, people go into Aldi, get their £100 chainsaw, out to come, and they're like, you know, people think that a chainsaw will do everything. That's it. You know, I got a chainsaw. Hey man, this thing's 30 cc's. Got a wee narrow chainsaw. I was that person. When I got the 435, I thought to myself, a 40cc chainsaw, that is insane power. I'm going to be able to run a 48-inch bar in this thing. You never heard of or thought of rotating the bar. I also said to the guy in the saw shop, I thought I was having problems oiling, right? And this was around the same time the guy was standing there as well. And I says, but I haven't seen any discoloration on the bar. It doesn't look like it's overheating or anything like that. And, you know, and people were like, what? What? Discoloration on the bar? What's he talking about? I know, boy. I know, John. I agree. Dalmar fanboy in the house, Indiana Doug. We don't get Dalmars here. Don't get them. We get Makitas, which could be Dalmar now. We get McCulloughs, but we get the Husqvarna McCulloughs. And they are crap. And we have Husky. The Husqvarna Stills, Echo, and then we have a whole host of cheap Chinese stuff, guys. Like, and I mean tons of it, right? And that is one of the most common things I will see. And you know, all my uncles have Stills. I have one uncle who has a Top Sun Chinese chainsaw, and he'd be like, it's a 70cc chainsaw. I paid £200 for that saw, you know, and that's what will be people's justification for how good their chainsaw is. I paid £200 for that saw. And I'd be like, I paid 500 quid for that saw second hand. I didn't. I paid 300 for the Frankensaw, you know. So that's just the way it is. We do not have, guys. We are the most underforested country in Europe. Ireland is. We live in a green desert. Okay, I'm going to say that, a green desert. You know, you look out across the landscape and it looks beautiful and it's green. There's no wildlife. There's no circle of life. You know, there's no around where I live. There's no rabbits. There hasn't been rabbits in 10 years. You know, I've stopped going shooting. I just don't shoot anymore because there's nothing to shoot. There's no point. Do you know what I mean? Like my uncle has a, and me and him would have went out shooting every Sunday morning, and my brother would have come with me as well. Like, guys, a lot of the time you'd be out for 3 or 4 hours, you know, walking across fields. You know, there's never been deer. There's no goats. Okay, the only thing we would have been after would have been pigeons or rabbits or crows or magpies. Okay, so crows and the magpies are classed as vermin here, so you're allowed to shoot them. Maybe ducks, but like never big hunters, you know. Well, Woods Tree Farm, you're very welcome. Guys, the last 10 years, you know, you go out shooting, you walk for 4 hours, you don't even see any wildlife. Do you know what I mean? It's like the whole country has been poisoned by agriculture. Sad. It's very, very sad, you know. It's like every bit of wild land has been turned into grass so it can feed beef, you know. Like John, you know the same. Really? Where are you, Grumpy Toe? Tell me again where you are. Jesus, that's mental, John. John, you'll know yourself over in the west of Ireland and the sheep, and how the sheep just destroy everything. They eat grass till it's that length, okay, so it cannot support any other life, okay. Well, we don't have sheep here. We just have cows. The odd sheep, do you know what I mean? Like, so it's just a disaster. Oh, you're in Monaghan, no? You're only over the road. Hundreds of rabbits on land and on wild hares. That's really cool. You see, and I don't know what's going on here. No, we don't have the Doug axes. No. No, not at all. Not a clue, boy. Not a bloody clue. Not a clue. None of my relations even own a splitter or splitting maul. They all split wood with a felling axe. Okay, so One Street Farm, thank you very much. Thank you for being you, Wooly. Keep at it. Well, I'll try my best. Thank you very much. Guys, they split wood with felling axes, okay? And it's only through me talking to them about splitting wood and getting them more interested in splitting wood, that they have moved on to mauls. Like my brother has a maul because I give him one, right? So, but he doesn't split wood anymore. You know, and that's the way it is. You know, there's no log splitters here. There's nobody, unless somebody is selling firewood, they're not going to have a log splitter. Okay. There is, and this was the thing I was talking about with Splitter Wars, guys. It is so hard for me to find wood. Do you know? And it's splitting wood with a felling axe. I did it myself. Splitting wood with a felling axe and wedges, you know. Thanks. Turn on the light, please. No, Doug, I know it's crazy. You know, I watch those videos, those Texas hog hunts and stuff like that. It is mental, the stuff that's going on over there. You know, invasive species. And we don't have that. You know, we have, up in our local mountain here, see, we are surrounded by mountains in an area that's called the Ring of Gullion. But it's not wilderness, you know. There's no wilderness. Everything has, if you go in a certain direction, you're going to find agriculture and you're going to find people. So even when I go up for walks up on the mountain with the dogs, guys, it's just that mountain. You know, the whole way around that mountain is fields, you know, and towns and stuff like that. So, but if you go from that mountain, then there's another mountain. So we have a circle of mountain, the Ring of Gullion it's called, and it's the remains of an old volcano. But even though we have 7 mountains in that ring, those 7 mountains are islands, basically. Islands in the middle of agriculture, you know. So it's not like wildlife gets a chance. So, you know, like you guys in the States, I remember when I was in Montana. Listen, John, don't get me started, hey. You want to see my rant on Facebook about it? Oh, I'll get back. Remind me about idiots and mountains. Guys, I was in the States. I was in Montana, and I was blown away. But I could not believe it. We went up into the woods. We went bear hunting with the guy that we were living with, and we went up into the woods, and we were driving up these tracks, and he had this trail. It is beautiful. It is beautiful, like, but it's dead, you know. And we were up in this place, and we were driving for hours, you know, in one of these, in a 1 ton with one of these RV things on the back of it, you know, that sits on the bed. We're going up full of guns, you know, full of guns and Budweiser and Coors. We're driving up the back, out in the mountains outside Butte, Montana, you know. And it's just, he's like going, where we are now, we're 80 miles from civilization, you know. He says, 80 days. So he says, where we have parked and where we have driven into, if we walk in this direction, and we were talking about compass points and what's over here and what's over there. He says, if you go that direction, it'll take you 80 days to get through all the bush, all the woods, all the mountains, and get and find another place, another civilized place. And I was like, you know, if you're in Ireland and if you have to walk for 80 days to find civilization, man, you are drunk. I don't care. John, idiots in mountains, guys. I read a post, like, right, okay. So sore subject here, guys. I used to be in the mountain rescue over where John is from, over in the west of Ireland and Mayo. Guys, and voluntary organization, you know, nobody gets paid. You get a call, like if I was here, phone went, call out in such and such a location, I would have to go pick up my bag, get in my car, drive, go up a mountain, rescue somebody, come back, get on with my life. Okay, guys, so with these people last week in the snow, went up the local mountains here. First of all, they shouldn't have left their house. Okay, these people, you know, this is the way I look at it. If I am talking to somebody who is going out in the winter and I say, what seasons are your boots, and they don't know what I'm talking about, they don't have enough knowledge to be on the hills in the winter. Okay? And 12 were kids. Jesus, man, where was that? Was that in Wicklow? Guys, what happened in the Mourne Mountains here was that the Mourne Mountain Rescue Team had 6 call-outs at the one time. Okay? There's a maximum 30 people in these teams. And it's a voluntary organisation. So you say max 30 people, you're going to have 15 active members, and you're going to have 6 people that's going to respond to every call-out, right? They had to call the police in, and they had to get the helicopter in to rescue these people. These people that they rescued off the top of a mountain in the snow in gale force, the whole thing, guys. They did little videos. Oh, we're up the mountain. Oh, we can't get down. We're waiting for the mountain rescue. Guys, the last video they were in a bloody ambulance. I don't know. I don't know. They shouldn't have been there. They didn't have the right clothes. They didn't have the right training. They didn't have the right education. Darwinism is a wonderful thing, guys. It's a wonderful thing, you know, but I don't know. 9 people with 4 kids rescued off the moors tonight. I haven't even seen that one. Guys, it is... They are putting people's lives at risk, right? These people get charged. There's no court cases. There's no... Like, one of those helicopters to fly out costs maybe about 30,000 an hour to keep in the air, you know, so what's that all about, you know? I did hear a case a long time ago of people who climbed Ben Nevis and then rang the mountain rescue because they were tired, okay? And the mountain rescue, they have to go out, you know, so... Anyway, guys, that is a rant. 9 people rescued in the Mournes again. Guys, the Mournes is our local mountain range. Well, local as in an hour from here. So the Mournes, John, would be the same as, would be a lot like Neffin. The Neffin range. Very similar. Okay, but not as remote. Neffin is more remote. You get into the Neffins, boy, you could be, you know, you're a long way from help if something goes bad if you're way in the middle of them. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Listen, guys, I don't go into the mountains now. You know, in the winter. I definitely wouldn't be taking my kids in. Jesus Christ of Almighty. You're for your own sanity. You'd have to listen to them. Do you know what I mean? Guys, you know, like, listen, I was, like, for example, I was down at Red Branch today putting the fire pit into the Bushcraft shelter. And when we were going down, Evie came with me, and Evie was like, I don't want to wear my boots, I want to wear wellies because I want to jump in puddles. And I was like, your feet are going to be cold. I'm telling you, your feet are going to be cold. We were there for an hour. Her feet were so cold we had to come home. Now, you imagine that up a mountain. You walk in for an hour. You know, we just walked out for 5 minutes and got in the truck and jumped home and came up the road and had some hot chocolate. Yeah. Yeah, I know, guys, I understand all that. I understand that people are entitled, you know, it's a getaway for people. They need to get out and stuff. Jesus Christ, guys. Winter. Roddy, you're in Scotland. You have some... Yeah, I know, John. Like, Roddy, you have some proper mountains. We don't have proper mountains in Ireland. There's not a decent mountain here. Lloyd, how's it going? What's the crack? Lloyd... I'm doing it on my phone. Hey Lloyd, I can't access your thing. The link you sent me. Hills, yeah, there are hills over here. Hey, and still we have. When I was in the Mayo team, we had 30 to 40 call outs a year. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, and you know, so it's a full-time job that you don't get paid for. And, you know, I only averaged about 12 call-outs a year, I think. When I worked it out. 12 call-outs a year, which is 1 a month. But it probably didn't work like that. You know, you probably end up doing like 3 a month. And then 2, you know, and then missing a couple of months. Yeah, there is nice hills in Newcastle, hey. Or Newcastle, NA. But, Yeah, guys, so that's the crack. So what about you guys? Lloyd sent me a very interesting. Lloyd is a guy I know for a long time from back in the day of hooring about in Dundalk, and he sent me a screenshot today of. He says there's some monk in Scotland, and we're twins. He has a YouTube channel. He's a monk. Can you remember what the name of his channel was, Lloyd? This is really funny. It's really funny. I'll get the screenshot and I'll post it in the community section, because he has done one of my video, and then it's his video is below it, and it looks like, you know, the two thumbnails are very similar. You know, we've both got hats on, pulled down, and big beards and everything. Same glasses and all. But I am definitely more handsome. He is a man of God, I think. Yes, he is. It was very funny. I laughed. Or I salts. Have you heard salts? Somebody keeps telling me salts. Yeah. Post if it'll come up. I don't know if a link will show. Yeah. So apparently I am a monk in the Isle of Skye as well. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So guys, camp out tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to it. I could possibly end up coming home because it's going to be minus 856,000. But hey, that is the way it goes, guys. You know, winter campouts can be tricky. I haven't camped out in January since I didn't camp out last year. I didn't do a winter camp last year. I probably did one in March, but I don't know if you really count that as a winter camp. Yeah, well, yeah, I'll film it. Yeah, it'll be like the culmination of my winter shelter video or series. So even though the second one came out today, guys, I have 6 of those videos uploaded, but they're coming out every second day, so you're gonna be sick of them. But it's all, the shelter's all built and everything, and you know, fire pit put in, and cooking steak and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll film it tomorrow, but I just want to, for a video like that, the hard part is making a short video, guys. So you know, what's been happening is that I basically have like an hour and a half of footage that I have to edit down, you know, as small as possible, guys. That's the thing, and it's just that all my footage is amazing. Yeah, I don't know how good that BioLite stuff is. I would read the reviews. I really would. I've never tried it, but from what I've heard is that it is not. It might be a bit of a gimmick. Yeah, Lloyd, that's if they don't close the border. Hey, Jesus, you know the way things are going at the minute with all this Brexit and Corona and all that stuff. Yeah, you should, man. It's good fun. It's good fun. It's good fun. So maybe might have some news on the Red Branch front. Maybe might have some new woods to play in, which would be cool. And maybe might have some. No worries, Woodsman. No worries. Maybe might have some. Woodsman. Now, there, John asked the question there about BioLite stuff. Have you ever come across it? I know nothing about it, but what I was saying was I think it might be, from reading reviews, I think it might be a bit of a gimmick. I'm just wondering if you've come across it, guys. So yeah, and I had a little bit of contact today from somebody in regards to outdoor gear, not clothes but gear, tents, coolers, lanterns, stuff like that. So there might be something coming there, guys. But hey, listen, you never know the way these things work. It just sort of fizzles out. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what sort of has happened with Oregon. Oregon in the USA were very gung ho about working together, but when it came across the water to working with Oregon in the UK, it all just sort of fizzled out. So you know, so God knows what's going to happen there. Do you know what I mean? it's a tough one because I'm not a niche channel. Do you know what I mean? I don't just do chainsaw stuff, because then it would be very easy for a chainsaw company just to come in and say, you know, or a chainsaw type company just to come in and say, oh, we want you to use our products, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm not just a bushcraft company or a bushcraft channel. So I need something that's going to work on a lot of levels, you know. So like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes, no, nothing makes sense in Willie's world. That's why it's so intriguing. So I was looking at getting a pair of these. I don't know if any of you bushcrafter guys, outdoor guys, have come across these Sealand cotton canvas. No, but it is on its way. It is on its way, Lloyd, and it's not going to be a website. It's just going to be like a page on a website selling merchandise. I actually was hoping to have that up and running before Christmas, but I know what's happening, and I just sort of stopped emailing the guy because he stopped emailing me back. But I have all this merch designed, and the thing is that he has like a hosting site, so he would you would be ordering directly from him, so I wouldn't have to touch this stuff, because I was ordering, or I was sending stuff out for Red Branch personally, but there's an awful lot of hassle with it, an awful lot of people placing orders with me forwarding the orders on, then everything getting posted to me, and then me shipping everything out individually. And you know, and it's hard for me to say to people, oh, this is how much you owe me plus shipping, because I'd be like, oh, I'll just pay for the shipping, you know, and stuff like that. And I'm not a very good business, you know. I like giving stuff away for free. I like doing things for people for free. So this is what happens to me a lot, is people will come down. And the thing is that people are a bit weird about stuff like that. People are like, oh, what does he want? Why is he doing that for free? You know, so I don't know. But I'm sitting here. I might just I found my Leatherman, which was excellent. It was I obviously had got a new folding knife, and what I'd done was I had taken the Leatherman out of my pocket and put it into the box of the folding knife and put that away. So it was in a box of a folding knife. So that was lost the knife. No, in my pocket. You ready? Yay! Kershaw! That's a great wee knife, guys. I know I've raved about that before. The Kershaw, oh so sweet. Ron, how's it going? I think Doug is he an English guy? I think you're talking about Will Lord Prehistoric or something like that, or Prehistoric Will Lord. He does a lot of flint napping. Is that him? He's not the guy that was breaking into the Capitol building or anything like that. Well, what's going on in America? I don't watch the news, so I don't really know what's going on. I just saw some Facebook posts. It's all gone a bit. I don't know. We won't talk about that. Okay. I think it's Will Lord you're talking about, Doug. I think. If it is who I think you are talking about, it's Will Lord. I think. Anybody else chip in there that knows the answer? Flint napping is something I have never tried. Flint is not a natural thing here. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, Woodsman. These people are in Sports Direct stuff, you know, carry more boots and stuff like that. Here, don't get me wrong, the good carry more boots are good, but the crap carry more boots are crap. Okay, they're crap. If you guys and if you want to know what I mean, go look at my videos. Bushcraft on a budget, carry more boots. Jesus Christ, they were shocking. And actually, now that I think of it, Bigger Peathen gear had a lot of the same quality issues. But yes, guys, the mountains in the winter are not to be taken lightly, and shit can go serious really fast, really fast. You know, all it takes is for a member of your party to get injured and become immobile, and you end up on a mountain for a long time in very dangerous conditions. You know, and that's what kills people. It's the exposure. It's the hypothermia. You know, it's not an injury or a fall or that. You know, it's getting involved in the. We were trained to treat people for hypothermia and dehydration always, no matter what the case was as well. You treat for the other stuff too, but everybody's classed as hypothermic and everybody is classed as hypoglycemic. So hypoglycemic. So no bother, Mark. Take it easy. Yeah, a bivy bag. Bivy bag's the business. What did you get? Did you get one of those like a Gore-Tex one with a hoop in it, or guys? Even. I don't have any gear here, guys. Those £2 bivy bags that you buy. We would have always called them bivy bags, but they're emergency bags. Those things will save your life. You know, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's like a real heavy duty plastic bag. You see them Solo or something makes one that's reflective on the inside. These things are like a big massive refuse sack that you climb into. They're bright orange, and if something goes bad on the mountain, you climb into it and you fold it over the top of yourself and you just lie in it, you know, and your body heat can't escape, so you warm up very quick. Terrific grower, you are very welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Guys, and they are an absolute lifesaver, right? You know, in an emergency situation. Don't ever go out on a night out in the woods and attempt to sleep in one, you know, on a normal summer's night or spring night or anything like that. Because they're an absolute nightmare. You will sweat your ass off and you'll be soaking. Yeah, I know them, Lloyd. They're the business. Like, and you can pick them up anywhere from £2 to £20. You know, well, a bivy we would call that. They call them bivy bags, but they're technically not a bivy bag. A bivy bag is something that you sleep in. So your bivy bag, you're talking about your breathable material, your Gore-Tex and something like that. You know, and that's when you're getting into your £40 up, a survival bag. There you go, Roddy. A survival bag. Yeah, that's what they are. So, like, so even from when I was in the Scouts, guys, that's from when I was between 11 and 15 years of age. From that time, I have always carried one of them in my rucksack. Okay, but oh no, I've no stuff here. All my stuff. I put all my stuff away. But I have upgraded from that to what they call a Jervin bag, which is an absolutely unbelievable piece of kit. So it's like a bivy bag on steroids. A survival bag on steroids. And you can wear it as a coat, or you can sleep in it, or it can be a tarp or a poncho. Yeah, Roddy, fill them full of straw, man. Slide down the hill in them. You get about 40 grams of Primaloft in it and stuff like that. So they're unbelievable. I might take mine with me tomorrow as a backup, and I might do a review on it. John, I have that. The 181 has gone into the shed, and I haven't looked at it since. It's just been go. We're technically we're still on our Christmas holidays here, so even though the kids aren't going back to school until February, the middle of February. Guys, listen. 1 second. I don't know if it'll start, hey. That's the truth. You should see the compression on this thing. I can't even pull the cord. Guys, I'm going to run to the toilet and go for a pee-pee. And then I'm going to grab a drink. So I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? I forgot my glass. I'm back. Doug, I want to show you something. Forgot my glass. Hang on. So, I thought Bruno be running the show. I'd come back, you know, he'd be like, "Yeah, here, Wally, you're done. It's Bruno's world now." What happened there? No problem, Lloyd. Good to see you. Oh, I know. Like, you guys, we don't know what mountains is. We don't know what mountains are. You know, myself and Siobhan, when we were trainee outdoor instructors, we went for 3 months to the Alps, to the Italian Alps. You know, they're mountains. You know, Mont Blanc and all that, and high altitude mountaineering and stuff like. Doug, are you there? Doug. Right. Okay. Bit of. Do you hear a floorboard? Guys, Doug was asking some questions. This is what I class as my Bushcraft axe, guys. My Bushcraft axe. And this is let me see now if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Or is it backwards for you? It's a Hultafors. Who can guess the name on that? Look at the rounded pawl there, guys. Anybody know what that is? I think it's a 22-inch long handle. It weighs 0.85 pounds. It says HB on it. HB. HB is Hultsprucks, isn't it? Thanks, Trevor. HB is Hultsprucks, isn't it? Isn't that what Buckin's always on about? So it's a Hultafors here. Hultafors. I don't know. It's well used, guys. This is the Hultafors hunting axe, guys. Hunter's axe. Sorry. So Doug, when I was making the kindling, when I was doing the kindling video, I was using this, and I actually was using it the other day, and there was a, where is that? There was a bloody screw inside the piece of wood. I was sharpening stakes, guys, to beat into the ground for the bushcraft shelter build. And there was a screw inside the piece of wood. I took a massive chip out of it. I spent about 40 minutes sharpening today. Doug, every country's the same. There's idiots the world over. It's just the way it is. You know, it's just the way it is. Did you catch that whole big 15-minute segment I just did for you there about the axe? Yeah, guys, you should see Northern Ireland and the politics. It drive you up the wall. It's just absolutely mental. It's so I think what we are going to do is we are not going to talk about politics, okay? And that'll be the end of that. You want to PM me your what you reckon about politics and this and that? That's fine, guys. But I don't want a political debate in the comment section, okay? Yes, Roddy, yes. So, Doug, did you see that? What the axe? Remember you were asking questions about the axe. It's a Hultafors hunter's axe. It is my Bushcraft axe, guys. It's not designed for that, but it just, for my height, I just found this to be the perfect size. Okay, so you can there's Bushcraft axes out there, guys, but I like that one. It's nice. It's good steel. good handle, everything about it. It's just super nice. You know, so that is the crack. Yeah, so that, and I sort of don't remember what we were talking about before I went to the toilet. Maybe I peed away all my brains. I don't know. What were we talking about? Were we talking about idiots in the hills, or were we talking about gear, or were we talking about chainsaws, or were we talking about axes? Or were we talking about everything? All of those things. What happened, Doug? What do you in? What do you in? Bivvies. We're talking about bivvies. Okay. German bags. Guys, the German bags are excellent. My God. Have a Google at them. They are unbelievable. Unbelievable piece of kit. You know, it's basically the size of a bivvy bag. It's a bivvy bag, a poncho, you know, a tarp. It's all those things, guys. You would have seen me. I keep it in my bag as like an emergency thing. But if I'm up making coffee in the woods or anything like that, I would usually be sitting on it. You know, it's like any of you guys in the States, what do you call them? A whoopee blanket. A whoopee blanket, is that what you call them? You know, those American Army poncho liners. It's sort of based around that, except it's like on Roddy, oh yeah, the British Army bivvies are bomb-proof, man. Bomb-proof. That's what I use for the girls, you know. And they're Breffney 555. Hang on, where did that message go? I'm a good option to Tuberty. Thank you very much. Well, do you know what you do, Breffney? Get on the RTE. I'll have that late show wound up. Lickety split, guys. So Tuberty, Ryan Tuberty, for all you guys that are not in the Republic of Ireland, Ryan Tuberty has a TV program on Friday night. Yes, of course you could. And making a sheet for your axe is quite simple. Tell you the truth. I made one myself, but this one is most of them are made out of one piece of leather, and you just rivet them across. Okay, you put a welt in the middle here, so that's just another piece of leather. Okay, so it goes the whole way around, and that's what your rivets are going through. And I like this rope. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. The one I made was God, I don't even. It was for the Buckin special. I don't even know where it is now. Like so. And I would sure if you. But it's not a HB. It's a Hultafors. This is my confusion. So Buckin's always talking about Hultsprucks, right? It says Hultsprucks on the axe, right? But this is Hultafors. Well, Roddy, it depends on the axe. This axe is razor sharp. It needs a sheath. When it sits in my rucksack, it sits like that in a pocket. You know, so it sits on the side like that, and the whole thing, it's on the outside, but if I didn't have a sheath on it, it would just cut straight through it, you know. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can see that. It's quite hard for me to show you that. That's even more awkward. Sorry. Hello. You see that? See that scar? The corresponding scar. So I was down at Red Branch one day with that axe, with a group. It was a Monday. Oh, no way, Doug. Franklin and Poppy, thank you very much for tuning in every Friday. I hope you are going to be super nice to your mum and dad this weekend. Wait, I already know the answer. You are. Thanks for watching, guys. So I was holding a piece of wood like this, and I had the axe just sitting like that, and I lifted it up. I was actually going to go like that and hit the piece of wood off the ground, off the stump, so that the axe would just set into the piece of wood like that, right? And what happened was, I was sitting like this with the axe, ready to go, and when I lifted it up like this and went to put it back down, one of the kids asked me a question, right? So what happened is that the axe just slipped off and just went straight into my hand like that. Now I didn't swing it at it, it was just, it fell maybe an inch, and it just went in there and just cut it right back down to there, sliced that right across like that. And guys, it was like the Monday of a summer camp, so I had 5 more days. It was 12 o'clock, so I had 2 more hours with the group. I was on my own in the woods with 12 kids, and the blood just went like that. And all the kids went, Doug, okay. That's crap internet. Doug, I just got your WhatsApp message just right there now. Guys, the blood just went squirting up, and all the kids went, wow. So I got it, you know, if you have a sharp knife, guys, you need a first aid kit. You know, if you're using anything sharp, you need to have a first aid kit with you, right? So I put an ambulance dressing on it, which is a big padded dressing with a big long tie on it. And I put that around it like this. I was like, hang on, kids, you know, holding stuff in my teeth and wrapping it with my hand. But it actually bled right through it, and I had to put another one on it. And I had to get one of those, what we call a conforming bandage, which is a pinky orange color. So I had to wrap that around it, right? To squeeze, to compress it, to stop the blood from coming through. And so I continued on with the session. And when the session was over, myself and Lily went to A&E and sat there for like 6 hours. And went in, and I was talking to the doctor, and he was telling me some crazy stories. And he says, we're just chatting, you know, and I said about living over in Mayo and stuff and being in the mountain rescue. And he goes, oh, do you know Jason? Do you know such and such? And I was like, Jesus, I do. So, end up, we had a lot of the same friends. So, but what he did was that he injected my hand with painkillers, right? And he got his forceps, and he pulled up the big flap of skin like this, right? And he said, now move your thumb. So I was moving my thumb, and it had just very cleanly gone in, sliced right through all the skin, right? And then went like this and went down like that. Didn't touch a muscle, a tendon, a bone, or anything like that. So I could, when I moved my thumb, I could see all the muscles and tendons moving back and forward like that. So I think I got about 7 stitches. I think I got like 4 here and 3 here. So it just went like that. That's because my axe was razor sharp, and I had to go for an axe. They're like, oh, you hit yourself with an axe. Oh, you've definitely broken your hand. I was like, no. I hit myself. I didn't hit myself with an axe. I cut myself with an axe. There's a difference. Which takes me back, Doug. See the way I brought all that around? So people here don't have a clue about axes. Well, how's it going? I know. Jeff, how's it going? Yeah, you know, take your eye off the prize, take your eye off the ball for a split second by when you're messing with it. And this is what I tell the kids all the time when we're doing tools. You know, a tool is a tool. It doesn't have a brain. It doesn't care if you're having a good day, a bad day, if you're only joking. You know, if you pretend to stick a knife into your leg and it goes straight into your leg, the knife is not going to know and go, oh no, I better stop. It's just a knife. It's just a tool, you know, so you got to be on the ball when you're using them, you know, especially when you're out in the woods. So, you know. Guys, I am going to wind this up, okay? It is 1 hour and 24 minutes and 25 seconds. Who's coming up now? Come on, Evie. It's very hard to tell which one's which because Evie got a haircut as well. What do you think, Evie? You didn't get a lot off. It's good. It's good. Do you have your pajamas on the right way around or the wrong way around today?
Mom put it on.
Mom put it on. Okay, so
Hello.
Roddy says hi, Evie. Ron says hi, Evie.
Grumpy toe
Toe
said lad. Hello everyone watching.
Girls love this crack. Pop, can you read that?
Guys, just
No problem, Pat. No problem at all. I'm just about to sign off anyway. Thanks for dropping in. Hang on.
Oh,
It says
nice.
Poppy is still up and waving good night. So you say good night, Poppy.
good night, Poppy.
Poppy's from Mayo.
Oh,
Where are you from? Where are you from? Where were you born?
go.
You watch yourself, Roddy. I'll ban you, boy. I'll ban you. It's EVIE, Jeff. EVIE.
Not E-V-E.
Not EVE.
Mm-mm.
Nuh-uh.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
So, I'm about to say goodbye. You are going to bed. Give me a hug. You going into bed? Just prepare.
No.
And
watch Avatar.
Hey, listen, Triffid, go online. There's a million and one different ways to do it. Mock something up on paper first, fold it around, see if it fits, see what you need to change, and then go from there. That's the only thing I would recommend. That's what I did. It's handy enough to do. It's handy enough to do if you have the right tools. You know, like a pop thing. John, take our handy. It's it's a handy thing. It's a fun wee project, like so. Don't you be playing with that axe. Careful with that axe, Eugene. Careful with that axe.
I was gonna show them that.
I already showed it to them.
Oh.
That's why it's here. Yeah. Guys.
I mean,
Pure entertainers. I don't know where to get it from.
whoa. Is this how you wear a scarf?
Breffney, no bother, boy. No bother at all. That's how you strangle yourself with a scarf. We don't wear them like that. Okay. You wear them loose, like this, so nobody can see your face. Breffney, it's a 9 o'clock start every Friday night. That's the way it's going to be from.
Julia.
Yes. Guys, stay frosty. Thanks for watching.